Hello everyone, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am Casey and this is Casey's Joy, where I make videos about dolls, dolly things, and miniature things that bring me joy. And welcome back to the doll room. Today I am doing a tag. I am so excited. So Ambrosia's Dollhouse, I will link it here and down in the description box. She tagged a couple of us on a get to know me tag, and that's so exciting. This is this is the first time I've been tagged on a like get to know me or a YouTuber kind of tag. I'm sorry, the little thing is cold. I thought something was wet on me, but it's not. The little tip of the hoodie is cold. So there's seven questions on here, but one of the questions has multiple questions inside the one question. So yeah, we're gonna get started. The first question is, what are the origins of your YouTube name? Okay, so Casey's Joy is my YouTube name. Casey is me. It's a nickname. It takes part of my first name and part of my last name and combines it. So Casey. And Joy stems from, I started this channel in I want to say in 2020, kind of at the beginning of the pandemic. Was it the beginning of the pandemic? That's what I'm thinking it was. It was in that time frame. And I was I was an essential worker. So I was still going to work. I worked retail at that time. So I still had to go out and go to work. And during that time, you know, it was a lot of sadness, a lot of isolation. And I was going to work, and I worked at Target. So I would go to the toy aisle and just look at the toys and the dolls and things like that. And then I was also the Crystal Bailey Rainbow High doll came out. And that doll had my name spelled the way I spell well, I didn't spell it, the way my mama spelled my name. So I was really excited for that doll. I was like, oh, it's a doll that actually has my name that's spelled the way I would spell it, and it's an African-American doll. So that doll was the first doll I did a video on. So it was just, I needed some joy. There was a lot going on that wasn't joyful in the world and in my life, and I wanted something that brought me joy. And I saw other doll YouTube channels, and I was like, that looks like so much fun. And hence Casey Joy is how I came up with the name for my channel. That's the origins of the name for my channel. Okay, number 2, what is a fear of yours? That's a difficult question. I think I have a fear of failure. I don't like, a fear of failure. And anything that I do, whatever I deem is failing. For a little while when I didn't have, let's take this for example. For a little while, when I first started this channel, I fell into comparing the number of subscribers I had versus someone else. And I felt like, oh, I'm not doing it. I'm failing at this YouTube thing. I had to get out of that mindset really quickly to not compare myself to other people. But I didn't like that feeling of failing. So I do have a fear of failure. When I start things, I want to be great at it, or I want to complete, or I just don't want to fail at things. But failure is also more perspective. So some people can see what you're doing and think, oh, you're failing at it, where you see what you're doing and you think, oh, I'm killing it. This is absolutely great. So it's all about perspective. But yeah, I can't think of a lot of things that I'm fearful of, but I do kind of have a fear of failure. What's the next one? What are you good at? Skills. Oh my goodness. So this is funny because when I first heard this question, I first read it, I was like, I can't think of anything, which is not good. We all are good at something. So in my mind, I don't brag on myself like, oh, look at me, I did this, I did that. I don't do that. And so I find it kind of difficult to be like talking about the greatness of myself, which we are all great. But one thing that popped in my head that I am good at is budgeting. I'm good with numbers. Math was my favorite subject. I used to be in banking. I used to work at a bank. My job in retail, I was the back office person that handled money. So I'm good with numbers, and I'm good with, once I learn a budget, I'm good at budgeting. My own personal budget, I don't always follow, but I do my budget every month and every paycheck. So I am good at budgeting. That's a skill I have with numbers and dollars and budgeting. What is your favorite movie show? Okay, so it's 3-part. What is your favorite movie show? What are you currently watching? I am not currently watching anything. Honestly, I look at YouTube most of the time. Yeah, I look at YouTube. So I follow a lot of different YouTube channels. So I'm not currently watching anything like TV shows or anything like that. My favorite movie. I don't have a singular favorite movie. I do have a favorite series. The Hunger Games is my favorite movie, like franchise and series. No, unfortunately, I have yet to be able to see the new one that came out. I am looking forward to seeing the new one. I am supposed to go see the new one. I just haven't had the time to go see it, and I'm hoping to see it in the theaters before it gets to streaming platform or anything. I want to see it in the theaters. But that movie series is my favorite movie series. I don't have a singular favorite movie. My favorite show. I think The West Wing is the first one that pops in my head. Yeah, I really love that show. I love the politics and things like that. When I was, at some point in my life, I thought about going into politics or volunteering in some form or fashion in the political arena, whether it was going to be local neighborhood or on the state level, things of that nature. I was really into that whole political process. So The West Wing was my favorite show. And I've watched it several times, the whole series, because it's on one of the streaming platforms that I used to have. So I watched it a couple of times, the whole series. So yeah, that's my favorite show. Which is your favorite doll? The hardest thing about these tags is that it states favorite, like, yeah, and for me, picking just a singular doll or a singular thing is a little difficult because I see the greatness in all. So I don't have a singular favorite doll. I don't have a doll that I absolutely is favorite. So one of the videos previously, I told you that Tiana right here is one of my favorite dolls. So Tiana is one of my favorite. And then my two Chris's. This is one Chris, and this is original Chris. These two are my favorites also. So Original Chris was the first doll I customized. I did her hair, and there's a video out there about this because I did the whole process with y'all. So this was the original Crystal. This is Fashionista number 77. And then this was the updated Crystal because I found some locks that looked more like my locks, my actual locks. And this is the Crystal Face Sculpt. She is the basketball player. So she was originally on a tall body. She's the basketball player, and she uses the Crystal Face Sculpt. So this is the new Chris, and this is the OG Chris. So these two are my favorite. And if you follow on Instagram, I still use both of them. At first, I retired the OG Chris for a little while. And then when I completed her, I retired the OG Chris. And then I decided that I really did love her and I love taking pictures of her. So I brought her back in an interesting storyline that I was able to bring her back. In the Dolly world, you can do all types of magical things. So I brought her back. And her name is no longer Chris, it's Osea. But yeah, she's back in the storyline now. So those are my favorites as of, yeah, those three are my favorites. I couldn't pick between any of them. I know I play with the two ones that's out the box more, but Tiana is always going to be in my top favorites dolls. Now another favorite. What is your favorite store, BJD or otherwise? And I don't have one. I simply don't have a favorite store. I just shop randomly at different stores. So I don't have a favorite store. If I had a favorite store, I would say my favorite store is a thrift store. And that's not even one thrift store. It's any thrift store that I find that I can get to that has a lot of nice stuff. So so I would say thrift stores are my favorite stores. And then the last question is, what is your clothing style for you and your doll? My dolls depends on their personality. Some of my dolls have street style. It's mostly street style around here. I'm looking at all my dolls. Some dolls have like business professional because I got a couple of lawyers. Some dolls are models, so they dress up a little bit more. But the majority of my dolls, street style is what we usually go for their styles. Yeah, I'll stick with that, street style. And for myself, I don't have a clothing style. I wear all types of things. I would say that my favorite clothing piece is dresses. I wear more dresses than any other thing. I try to wear dresses and skirts mostly all year round, but I don't. It's like right now, it's getting cold outside. So I been wearing some pants lately, and I just bought a new pair of black pants. Yeah. Yes. But my style is whatever I feel good in at the moment that I get up and get dressed. So I don't really subscribe to a lot of different fashion. I suppose if someone from the outside was looking in, maybe they would be like, oh, street style or classic or modest. I will say most of my clothes are modest, whatever that means too. Everybody has a different thought of what modesty is, and I don't put my thoughts on anyone else, but most of my items are modest. And yeah, modest, feminine, yeah, eclectic. I wear whatever I think is cute or pretty. Like I have on this. I bought this because I think it's really pretty, and I got it from the Barbie Chuck. Y'all know I did I showed y'all all the stuff I got from BarbieCon. Was BarbieCon this year? Or was it last year? It was this year. BarbieCon 2023. I have a whole playlist. I can link it up there for those who haven't looked at it. I have a whole playlist. I did a daily vlog for y'all. My goal is to do it. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm about to go into something else. That is all the questions on here. So I hope that helped you get to know me a little bit better. Yeah, this was a get to know me tag. So I suppose maybe I should tag another person before I start going off into a whole another thing. I believe she tagged some people already. And her yeah, because the lady I was thinking about, she tagged already. I'm gonna have to think about this, and maybe I'll do a clip afterwards and insert a clip of who I want to tag next, because I don't want to tag the same people that she tagged. But if you're watching me and you have a YouTube channel, I tag you, since I can't think of who she hasn't tagged, because I know several YouTubers have probably done this tag already. But if you haven't done it, the questions will be down in the description box, and I tag you. And I think I am going to put a little clip in here. I'm going to look at the people that she already tagged to make sure I'm not tagging the same people. And I will put a clip and tag a couple of other YouTubers to for them. But y'all, yeah, I just lost my train of thought, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, another thing. I am going to BarbieCon 2024 next year, so there will be a new vlog for that. I know it's way next year, but I just thought I'd share since I spoke about BarbieCon just a minute ago. I have secured my ticket and I've secured my room, so I will be going to BarbieCon 2024, and I am extremely excited about that one. And that's all. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I can't wait to see your videos. And I think I'm going to be right back with another clip. But if I'm not, bye. 1, 2, 3. I'm tagging Peacecraft Dolls with Tammy Powlin, Bougie Doll Life, and Ruby's Red. Ruby, her title is a little bit of a tongue twister for me. I don't know why. Ruby Red's World of Dolls. So those are the 3 that I've tagged for this get to know me. Also, if you have a YouTube channel, please do the video. I tag you. Do the video, come back and let us know down in the chat so we can come over and watch your video. I would love to know more about you. And if you're new to me and your channel is new to me, I would love to follow you. So yeah, let's get this tag going. All right, bye.